Well, hey, JC Kids families, this is Jeff, and I'm here with a family application activity from our Kids Church experience on Sunday, and it's called Persistent Prayer. So our main point on Sunday was to play on God's team, I must never give up praying, and that's a really important thing for kids. We talked about the word persistence and how that just means keep on keeping on, and we wanted to encourage our kids to be persistent in their prayers, not just to pray for something once and then if they don't get it right away just to give up on it, but to continue to go back and back and back to God. So here is an activity that I think can equip you to help your kids develop that kind of persistent prayer activity. So here it is. Set up a time each day this week to pray together as a family. Now for some of you, you're like, done, I already got that. And that's great. This just reinforces what you're already doing. So happy that that's in place. But for some of us, we might have thought of doing that, but never quite have done it. Or some of us have gone, wow, I never even thought we should do that as a family. Let me tell you why this is really important to pray together as a family. And that is our kids, they tend to value what we value. They tend to want to do what we do. There's a reason that my son, who has lived never in Michigan, is a Detroit Lions fan. Because I'm a Detroit Lions fan. There's a reason I think that my older girls love playing board games, because I love playing board games. They see me do that, they see Brooke do that, and they're like, man, I want to do that too. And so if we want our kids to develop this kind of idea that they should never give up praying, it's really important that they see and hear us pray as well. So set up a time every day for your family to pray together. Make sure that you give a chance for your kids and for you to give some prayer requests and then pray together. You don't have to do all the praying. You can let your kids do some of the praying. I just want to give you a couple of heads up. One is there is no prayer request that your kids come up with that is too silly to pray for. So pray for whatever it is, no matter how silly or ridiculous you think it is. It's also okay if they have the same prayer request every day. Pray for that every day. It probably is important to them if they think about it every day. And through this, we want to help our kids understand that we're not trying to pester God into giving us what we want, but that God does want us to be persistent. He wants us to talk to Him. And the more we talk to Him, the more comfortable we are talking with Him. The more comfortable we are hearing what He's communicating to us. And the more our hearts start to become molded more and more like God's heart. The more we want what God wants. So, I hope that this idea of persistent prayer and this activity really equips you to help your kid on their journey towards Jesus this week. I hope you have a great time praying together every day. And if you're, like I said, if you're already doing this, this really just reinforces the good things that you're doing. If you haven't done this yet, I really hope that this is something that could start a tradition in your family, start a habit in motion that could keep going even beyond this week. Love you guys. I'll be back later in the week with more application activities to equip you to journey with your kids at home. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.